What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another Hero Spotlight for Heroes of the Storm here at Get Bunked. Today we're going to be taking a look at Nova, the Dominion Ghost. Nova is a ranged assassin who specializes in burst damage, stealth play, and picking off squishy heroes. As one of the few ranged assassins in the game without a movement ability, Nova has to be very careful when choosing her battles. With the potential of two-shotting anyone on the enemy team, also comes the chance of getting two-shotted yourself. If you're ever spotted out of stealth and your team is not with you, chances are you're probably dead. Nova's passive is Permanent Cloak. Nova will enter a state of stealth after being out of combat for 2 seconds. The stealth can only be broken by taking damage, attacking an enemy, or through vision abilities. Her first ability is Snipe. Nova fires a projectile in a straight line that will damage the first target it hits. This is Nova's signature spell due to its incredibly high damage and long range. Her second ability is Crippling Shot. Nova fires a targeted shot at an enemy, damaging and slowing their movement speed by 30% for 2.25 seconds. Her third ability is Hollow Decoy. This is Nova's only defensive ability, and it allows her to place a clone of herself at a target location. This clone looks and acts exactly like Nova, firing her same abilities but dealing no damage. This ability does not break stealth upon use. Nova's first heroic ability is Triple Tap. This is a long-range, targeted channeled spell that fires 3 projectiles. These shots strike the first hero or structures they come in contact with, dealing damage each time. Finally, her second heroic ability is Precision Strike. Nova calls down a nuke at a targeted location that will detonate after a 3-second delay, damaging all enemies caught within its blast. This ability has an unlimited range. For this video, we're going to be taking a look at what I call the Poof You're Dead Nova build. This build focuses on nuking down your enemies one at a time without giving them a chance to react. For the first talent, you'll want to grab Ambush Snipe, which increases the damage of your snipe by 20% when used from stealth or 1 second after breaking out of it. As your main source of damage, buffing your snipe is essential to this build. At level 4, Gathering Power is the best option. This talent grants a permanent 8% increased ability power and then an additional 2% for every hero you kill. This bonus can stack up to 12% and is lost upon death. At level 7, Nova gets a huge power boost when you pick up Hot Shots. This talent makes your auto attacks 3 times slower but increases the damage by 330%. As a bursty assassin who cannot afford to get caught out of position, this is great. It allows you to go back into stealth in between auto attacks without losing any damage. At level 10, Precision Strike is almost always the better choice. It allows you to deal massive damage without compromising your position and has the added global range which can come in handy. At level 13, grab Rewind. This resets the cooldown of all your basic abilities by 10 seconds upon activation. This is what most people argue puts Nova over the top when it comes to being overpowered. This gives you the ability to quickly snipe your opponent twice before they can even react, and it is crucial to assassinating your targets. At level 16, Crippling Shot is what you'll want. This talent makes it so that on top of slowing your enemy, your pinning shot will also apply a 25% increased damage taken from all sources. This is like adding insult to injury. Just in case your damage wasn't strong enough, here's an additional 25%. Finally, at level 20 you'll want to grab Bolt of the Storm. Adding an extra charge to Precision Strike can be useful in some fights, but fixing Nova's main weakness, her lack of mobility, is far more valuable. This will allow you to stay alive longer in fights, resulting in more damage. Nova is very weak before level 7, especially if you put her in a lane. Your job early game is to roam around the map, ganking lanes you see open, and spotting your enemies doing mercenary camps in order to alert your teammates. The less you show yourself on the map, the more scared your opponents will be. When using hot shots, you should never stand still waiting for the 3 seconds in between your auto attacks. Instead, you'll want to shoot your enemy, begin moving according to the fight, and then when you see yourself go stealth, shoot again. This will keep you safe between auto attacks and allow you to chase targets more efficiently. Nova's Holo Decoy is an extremely undervalued ability, and it has 4 primary uses. Because your clone acts like a solid object in the world, you can use it to body block your enemies or even block a Stitch's hook that would otherwise hit you or a teammate. This ability can also be great for baiting out heroic abilities. Since this ability does not break you out of stealth, you'll want to open with it in a teamfight. Sometimes, enemies will jump the gun thinking the clone is you, wasting valuable cooldowns on it. Vision is another great use of Holo Decoy. Instead of face checking a bush, or if your opponents are doing a mercenary camp, you can place the clone over the wall for vision. Finally, you can interrupt enemies channeling objectives without compromising your position, since the clone will actually stop them. Nova's ideal burst rotation without using her ultimate should be something like this. Open with your pinning shot, immediately snipe and auto attack your enemy, press rewind and snipe again. Depending on your gathering power stacks, most enemies will be either dead or very close to with this combo. And that's gonna do it for this Hero Spotlight video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and sharing it with your friends. If you'd like to be notified of when a new video is uploaded to the channel, hit the subscribe button you see on the screen. The goal right now is to release 1 Spotlight video a week with some other content in between. Speaking of, for any WoW fans out there, you can expect to see some Warlords coverage pretty soon. Thanks again.
The light shall burn you!